See, things have come to head, time out for scare you, scary route today. And follow us down Courage Lane, they cages in, break down the gates. We want all the smoke, like we chiefin' on a pound a day, but not talking intoxicating rage, not this is far more tragic than what's comprehended. This has got to stop. I don't understand everything as a man. I'm authorized by God to make this petition. Believe it, especially when you hate and aim to kill a man.
Welcome back to another dope episode of Thinking Outside the Box podcast. We made it another week, man. I know y'all thought we weren't gonna be here, but we right back here, the same four ugly faces.
Yeah, we back.
Right back in front of y'all face, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Checking out the shows. Be sure you go like, subscribe, comment on every single episode, not on this season, season 1 as well. You can find us at TOTB_ on YouTube and at TOTB the Dopest on Facebook. Check out our Facebook page. Make sure you subscribe and like, man. We got a lot of good content on there as well. So, like I said, these shows are so dope, man. I wanted to thank everybody, all the listeners, wherever you listen to, checking in. We couldn't do the show without y'all, man. Y'all, we get the good feedback and we get the crazy feedback. So, even from season 1 about the leopard jaws that I mentioned, so thank y'all, man. We love y'all. So look, we gonna get into introducing the thinkers, man. Of course, the same four faces is here, directly to your right. The man needs no introduction, man. Holy Grind, say what's up to him. Where can they find you?
Man, blessings, great people. Make sure y'all check me out. Follow me at Holy Grind on Instagram or at HolyGrind_520 on Facebook, as well as at TOTB the Dopest. Chime in, get in tune.
You know it. Get in tune, stay in tune. Directly to his right, Moolah Man himself, man. Say what's up to him. Where can they find you?
What's up, people? You can find me on Instagram at Moolah Monster Collections and on Facebook at Moolah Monster Collections. So go check me out.
There it is. There it is. And to his right, the philosopher himself, B Scholar. Say what's up to the people, man.
What's up, everyone? Salute. Y'all can find me on Instagram, Black_Scholar. Come follow.
There it is. And of course, you know me. I'm Reggie moving forward. You can find me at the NASSOCIETY. Wow. Instagram or Reggie moving forward on Facebook. And together we are
Thinking Outside the Box.
So, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let's give a shout out, man, to last episode we had Siobhan from Council with the Council come through, and Chris came through, man, dropped some gems, man, some definitely great conversations, man. But from that episode and just throughout our normal talking as men, we had a topic that we felt like needed to be brought to the table. Now, I want you guys to listen directly to everything that we say here. Because I guarantee, if it's not me, if it's not Grind or Moolah Scholar, you're going to pick one of us and say, damn, he right. At the end of the show, I'm telling you, man, just stay tuned, man. But with that, Grind, of course he says it better than anybody, man. What are we talking about today?
All right, I'll get under the hot seat. So of course, we don't duck anything when it comes to topics. We don't run from anything. Whether people want to counsel us or not, we're gonna speak our truth. That's what it's about. We pray that y'all receptive to it. But we want to talk about today's society, and based off of the conversations that we've had, or the last show we had, actually, one of the main things that brought this subject to light is, are we too comfortable with modern day role reversal? Are we too comfortable with modern day role reversal? And there's many angles that we can hit this from. Right. And we was talking, the scholar here came up with a beautiful view on it, because when he came up with the view of me and Jeff, a lot of people look at us and they say me and Moolah Monster. Me and Moolah, we tend to go at each other, but it's not for a purpose of, we don't actually bump heads for those to think that we view our opinion, you know what I'm saying, in a passionate way towards one another, because he is my brother outside of this anyway. So, but maybe Scholar
piggybacking off of what Grind has said, as far as the gender roles, what we want to do is kind of do a deep dive into the what we view as the role of the male and what we view as the role of the female. And me and my brother's been having some debate about, are those roles changing? And so, but Moolah could probably pretty much elaborate on more. Do you believe that these roles have been altered?
So we talking about role reverse.
Okay.
Men doing women's shit and women doing men's shit. Like the last episode, Siobhan was telling us she going out there getting on her knees, changing motherfucking tires.
Chopping down cherry
I'm like,
trees.
yo, what is wrong with you, girl? You know, and she's gonna use all the AAA up for the whole year.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta draw the line somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't be at home doing the female things while they doing the male things.
Such as what's the
He about
female
to
what's the
start
female
something.
thing?
And
that a man
Moolah,
do?
let me ask you a question.
Definitely about to start.
Let me ask
something.
Moolah a question more specifically, right? If a female or if a woman, and we're gonna use relationship, and she makes the most money, does the man still maintain that role as far as the decision making or being the head of the household? Or a better way of saying it, do you see that happening? Does money interfere with who run the household?
Okay, this is what money do.
Good question.
This is what money do. Money, it's what me and my man right here have a little problem with. But he can't understand what I was talking about entirely. But money kind of brings, whoever make the most money is almost, the control can comes, you know what I'm saying, on their side. You know, they can bring demands when and whenever, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship, you know. And a lot of these guys don't think that that's possible, but I feel that it's possible because, you know, if, like you said before, if a female making 80% of the income and he's making 20% of the income that's coming in the house, she's gonna be able to walk around there a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
with her
Relax.
chest out.
You know what I'm saying? Not just being, you know, a bitch about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just how she wearing it now. You know what I'm saying? And the guy, he gonna be a little bit, you know, set back until he get up. You know, so it's about control, the money. That's what I feel.
So you make a great point. Once again, everybody, thank you guys for tuning in. This is a topic that y'all need to comment on if you're not already, right? So listen, hypothetically, like we talk, of course we talk all the time. Let's say the woman makes 80K a year, 80 to 90K a year, and the guy makes 20 to 30 a year. For whatever reason, can't judge nobody the path that they're going on. You know, whatever happens, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I think, like I said, minimum wage is probably like 15 to 16 bucks, something like that right now. So that's about 30K a year. So the man makes 30, and let's say she's some type of doctor or whatever. She makes 80, 90. In that household, the way
She a doctor, she gonna make it 100.
Yes, she gonna be making.
she makes
Let's just say, yeah.
let's in that household,
Let's keep it real. Well, let's
in that
stay at 80.
household,
Stay at 80.
Yeah.
if a man is making, if it's that
Big of a gap.
if that big of a gap, do you think a man in his mind still feels like I'm the man of this house? I made the decisions in this house. I put my foot down. This goes on, and she still be like okay with that.
If he can wear it right.
Okay.
If he confident enough. What we was talking about, you know what I'm saying? If he's special. See, I'm special. I can do it. I'm special. You know, I'm supposed to be here. You feel me? So I feel like I can wear it right. You know what I'm saying? But I got to understand her truth. That her truth is that 80,000. You know what I'm saying? I got to understand like how that works too. But I'm going to still be confident on what I do. Like, yo, I'm going to wear my 20,000 good I make a year. You feel me? She ain't going to trip. I don't need no money to get no car wash.
Yeah.
You know?
See what I'm saying? That's why I stand there, because money don't define masculinity.
Okay.
Finances does not define masculinity. You know what I mean? And when you got a man who's gonna be a man regardless of what he make, and the proof is in society where we have come up in, where we have witnessed, you know what I'm saying? We've witnessed women take care of men, and especially in the black community. And I'm not down to no black man, but we know a lot of us fall on. We got it hard. A lot of us they'll throw us in jail for nothing. They kill us for nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we got a lot of men who come from incarceration, and they got women who holding them up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they ain't bring, some of them ain't bringing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Not saying they ain't got no drive, but later on they don't build something. But money never defines masculinity, and we see that a lot in our community. You even got some who you got a lot of men who women complain about who they with, who not bringing nothing to the table, and they dogs is what they say. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of them single. You know what I mean? Or not don't say they don't want to deal with us, but it is those of us who are legit. Those of us, whether we make more money or not, whether we make more money than a woman or not, that we take on our role as a man and we take it serious. That regardless, I'm still the man, because regardless of how much finances you make, you know what I'm saying? Which if you go back and you read like the Kissinger report, you will find out that was something that was instituted into this society anyway, something that was adopted as U.S. policy, that they was going to dumb down the women, but yet increase their wages, which is for the purpose to get them to take their mind away from reproduction and being housewives and being mothers. That would slow down the production rate as far as population.
Mm-hmm.
You will find that out when you study stuff like that. So of course we see that in society today, where they give women a higher wages and more opportunity, especially amongst black women. You know what I mean? Than they do men. Not to say that we don't have a chance, but it is like that.
But
Well, let me say, but Grant, respectfully, I'm gonna disagree.
Okay.
Right? And pardon, you know, I believe, you know, money is a key factor. You know what I mean? And as some, we don't have to glorify, but we do have to respect the importance of it, right?
Okay.
So what I mean by that is like, you can't exist in a relationship with a woman that makes more money, but that relationship better had established before she made that money. Hear me out for a second. That means she sees you as a person and she don't associate you with the money, right? That's healthy, right? But if y'all not communicating on that same frequency, this is just my opinion, there will be difficulty in the future. Reason being, right? Because money gives you the ability to influence decisions. So, for example, if we all went out, right, and the person with no money, he don't have no vote. He can't make no decisions. We dictate how I move because there's no money. Now, we're not saying that he can't make a vote, then he need to go work harder so he can get a vote. He need to get money. So in relationship, this is what I'm saying. Grind is 1,000% right. But what he's simply telling you, those type of relationships that are managed that way, money ain't in the equation because they already in tune with them mentally on a different frequency. But money can become an issue later on if somebody want what you got.
But then you can't say that you disagree, because I said masculinity is not defined by money. So you can't disagree to me.
Well, okay, let me rephrase that then.
Right.
Let me rephrase that. I don't want to say, so if money is not based off of masculinity.
Masculinity is
right,
not based off of finance.
Right. So we have to unpack that then, right? What is the purpose of a man?
That's the whole, and that's the key. That's
but the purpose
about.
of a man is to produce.
But the purpose of a man is not only to produce. It's the purpose of a man.
But that's one of our key roles.
That's the main role.
It is a
Chapter
role.
1.
It is his role. No, that ain't the main role of a man. The main role of a man is to glorify God and all that he do. That's the main role of a man.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Production will come about naturally. Production will come about naturally. However, you got some who don't produce, who fall away from their role. But finances does not dictate whether you produce or not, because it's within you produce that can bring you finances.
For example.
Go ahead.
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, for example, just think entrepreneurship. Just think about how the wheel was created. It was stuff that a man, listen, it was ideas that a man came up with. Somebody had to come up with the wheel before the wheel was able to be sold. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, his thrive to evolve, and man's thrive to evolve, he come up with ideas and things that can bring about finances. But the finances is not what define him as a man.
Now this is true, what he's saying. If we was living like 50, 60 years ago where we had to chop wood and go out there and hunt and kill our food, that would work. Money would have no need for it. We would go out there and kill what we eat. But in today's society, well, we live off of the barter system, right? That means we have to pay. Is that fair?
Well, even then they lived up the barter system.
Right, but I'm just saying,
it was a lower level
and
of
those
it.
sides, they killed to eat, and money wasn't.
And they traded crops.
But that wasn't a factor. But in this modern day society, right? we can't afford to say, we need to tell every young man, right, money don't define you, but you better figure out how to get it.
Yeah. Oh, of course. I'm not arguing. I'm not
Yeah.
arguing whether or
Right,
not
right.
money is a necessity. But money does not define me as a man. And that's the problem.
But we said modern day, though.
Listen,
We
and
said-
I'm talking about modern day.
Right.
I'm talking about modern day. You have a majority of people. That's the problem, is that we put that title on money, and we make you think that defines us as a man. And that's why you have so much role reversal, because you will have so many people that are not men. You got immature boys, and you got women, and you got men who trying to be women with money, who will make you feel like, if I get more money than you, I'm more man than you. And for anybody who is a real man to agree with that, then you agreeing with them. And that's what I'm saying.
Okay, let me tell you something though. This is how I want to look at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The caller last week, we all, you know what I'm saying, gave our opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
The caller's talking about how a man 2 months been defeated. You know what I'm saying? He lost his job, right?
Yeah.
And we was like, he's been defeated. And we all saying like what he need to do. He said, let us strip. And you know what I'm saying? Like everybody was just saying different things, right?
Yeah.
You know, if you look at it right, the money is a big issue, because if that girl making 80,000, he making 20, say she lose her job, she can't even count on things to get paid around here.
Okay.
She can't. Everything's like breaks down.
Depending on how you live, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So and this gonna be in most occasions.
And now he
You
still
know what I'm
he
saying?
still held on to his masculinity.
Yeah,
though.
because he still got it.
But
It didn't
didn't
define
change.
him.
It didn't change the outcome.
But now it's going to define him now.
No, it don't define him. It just put him. What defines him is his response to not having the finances anymore. That's what defines him, not the finances. And that's what we got to understand. I'm not saying that money is not necessary, because the root of the money is the love of money is the root of all evil. But money is the answer to all things. And what I'm saying is, money is necessary. Money is needed for us to survive in this society. However, me having a lack of money does not define me as a man. And if you feel like that, then anytime if that's the case, then you are not a man, because you know how many men got way more money than you get.
Well, Grind,
You see what I'm saying?
this is what we really saying.
Money don't define it.
What you
But
said,
it is a necessity.
but Grind is
looking
saying is true. Well, the subject was gender roles, right?
Right.
Been reversed.
Reverse. So my thing is,
Are we too comfortable with it?
so are we too comfortable with it? So anytime we get lax on whatever we need to do to maintain this manhood, we open the door, right, for somebody else to navigate it. So
That's the key.
So no, it don't define you,
Right.
Right. But if she doing it better, guess who in charge?
You get and when you get people that, and that's what I agree with
Right, right.
100%. And that's where you get the reversal.
That's what it don't open it right.
Don't open.
It don't define you.
Right.
But let her do it better.
And that's where it come in, because you will have people who are not grounded, who would take on a mentality that now that I'm making more money than you, or you ain't bringing as much into the house no more. Now, and that's the problem. What I believe that's one of the biggest problems in today's society, is the fact that they feel like that gives them permission to take on the masculine role.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the society. So I agree with that.
Because
So
in the theory, and you're right, they got the masculine role if the man not coming back forward, right?
If he's not trying.
If he's not trying. So when we say, is there a gender role, like if you looked at if it was a protest about what was going on in the black community, you see the black men in the background, and there's normally a black female out there leading the charge.
Yeah.
They ain't got nothing to do with finances, this, that, the third. It's just that the black woman has become so used to leading without you that we becoming like irrelevant.
Yeah, because they the ones really like actually like paying the bills on time. They the ones doing this shit.
Is that true though?
No, I'm just saying. In some occasions, it's like the guy just say, you know what, I'm gonna let her handle it. I'm gonna let her handle it. And then it get to a point when your ass needs to handle something, you don't know where to go.
Well, why do most men say that let the female handle it?
On that point, once again, everybody, thank you guys for tuning in, man. Stay tuned to what we're talking about. On that point, right, on my Show to Now Society podcast, there was a young lady who made a comment, and she's very strict on gender roles. Like, this is what she believes in. So she said that, and I quote, if I'm saying it correct, if me and him live together and we both pay, we split the bills 50-50, then he is no longer the head of the household. He's my partner. That's
Partner.
We're partners, but he's not the head. So in that same breath, that same energy, right? Let's use the same analogy. Let's say you guys make 30 a year and she makes 80 a year. Who is responsible for paying the $1,000 mortgage? Who is responsible for paying the utilities? Is there a gender role when it comes to certain bills, or is it just the man has to pay the highest no matter what she make?
I think, first of all, she can't make a decision on who the head of the household is.
That's the key.
You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, let's get that out there. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm doing everything still far as like my duties, but I might be living check to check, but I'm doing my duties.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Don't ever put me down to, you know what I'm saying? We partners.
So check this out.
Because you know what partners do? We do all type of shit. We get other partners to join in. That's what partners do.
Right.
But check this out. I believe you agree with this. What would, and see, that's what we do see. We see so many men that'll go for that. They're G for that type of attitude. They're G in this modern society.
Right.
They're G for that. You know what I mean? And that's what would determine if the role has been reversed. Is if that man agrees to that.
Well, let me ask you this question though, real quick, because he make an interesting point.
That's true, if you agree with it.
She said if it's 50-50, right? But if you want full authority, somebody got to take 100%.
She ain't gonna never give you full authority.
Wait, no, that's what I'm trying to say. What she's saying is, if she got to contribute equally,
right?
Why do you feel that you got 100% authority? Because
no,
you
she
still
didn't say 100% authority.
No, what I'm saying.
What she said.
This is what she's saying. What she basically saying, she got to contribute 50%. You ain't gonna be able to tell her what to do with the rest of her money. That means you ain't in full control. That means she gonna dictate that other 50%. Because you came in with this arrangement.
Or the state of the relationship, basically what she was saying.
Right, but we are coming in 50-50. Let me ask you a question.
Actually, we're not, though.
Let me ask you a question. Why are we hesitant to say, babe, I'll take 100%?
As a man?
As a man.
Well, that's what I was finna say. Really, when you come into a relationship, a healthy relationship, you're going to come in 100.
That's what I'm saying. So you got to ask yourself the question. It wouldn't be no debate. I'll take the 100.
Well, and I believe in her case, which I've heard from a couple of different women that has that, like on last episode, Siobhan had that alpha woman mentality, right? If a woman is used to making a certain amount and taking care of herself for her adult lifehood, right? She's used to paying her own bills, her own mortgage, her own car note and everything like that. And a man is saying, I want to be with you. I want us to live together. I want us to get, and he said, okay, well, I'm about to come, we're going to get something together. And he said, well, I'm only going to pay half of the bills. And she's like, well, I've been paying everything by myself for years. So you coming to me saying you're gonna pay half. You see what I'm saying? So I think that's her mindset is like, I could pay half by myself. What are you bringing that's extra?
And
you know what I'm saying?
and that's why I say it don't define the masculinity, because that go back to what Turbo was saying about his other things that a man provides outside of finances.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Sacrifices
saying?
and
but I also disagree.
Priceless.
Like if you coming into it, I'm not talking about the money as a household.
I'm saying 100%.
The man has to take 100%.
I understand that.
Right.
Nowadays, the modern day.
Right.
So if I met you working, continue to work. Plain and simple. Like
Listen. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that if she works and you work 50-50. I'm not debating if she goes to work or nothing like that. This is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when you start going into this partnership, then the relation becomes a partnership. You get what I'm saying? But if you want to come in there to full authority, then you need to take full responsibility. And then she consult with you.
Oh, you talking about full
Right.
authority.
What I'm saying is,
Like basketball.
yeah, you got to come in 1,000% and tell her how you need her to pitch in.
I don't even
how you
want
need
full
her,
authority.
That's what I'm saying. So if you don't want full
want
authority,
If you don't want full authority.
No, I'm just saying, if you want full authority, right? Hey, babe, I need you right here. She fill in, she play her role. Hey, babe, we need this right here. But you dictating the plays. Joe, we going to run this play. But if you coming in 50-50, then you supposed to get 50-50. She paid her utility and her water. Shit, you late on yours.
And if you think about it, that's really based off the mindset now that marriage is just paper now.
That's it.
That's that mindset, because see, when you get married and you go into it the right way, understanding that we ought to work together as in unity. You know what I'm saying? As a union to produce what we can produce together, then it's not 50-50. I'm going to put in 100%. You're going to put in 100%. And that don't mean that you ain't going to have no extra money
at all
left over. You know.
But he got to forecast. He has to forecast
that. Yep.
Every moves.
But that's the biggest problem when you got so many men that's going to a relationship. Like, they ain't looking to marry you, and you got these women like already seeing where the commitment ain't there, the loyalty ain't there. I'm not looking for you to control nothing when it comes to me in a relationship, because I can take care of myself. So now they don't want to surrender that
and
over
full
to
authority.
You. Full authority over
and listen,
to you.
and full authority is what I was saying the other day. I was like, Joe, like if everything was, I was eating like some of these, you know what I'm saying, rappers, entertainers, whatever. I said, my chick come be on Instagram. That's full authority.
Well, listen. Listen.
Unless you get money.
Wait. Listen. You can't tell your chick not to get on Instagram, and she got to pay half on the light.
That's what I'm saying. That's not full authority. That's why I say you have to be able to garner that.
I'm gonna tell you.
But who say she gonna do that? Even if she ain't, if you is paying it all, who's to say she's still gonna agree with that? So that buckles back down to your master, how strong you are. Well, that's what I'm saying.
My confidence gonna take me to the roof.
Right.
I'm special too. Shit.
So Moolah, if you say you and your lady, y'all decide to move in together, y'all got a crib together. You know she makes more money than you. But as soon as y'all move in, she say, look, babe, you know you paying the rent.
First of all, that was wrong right there. Look, babe, it ain't. Listen,
what you want to tell you?
No, she can't dictate that pace.
Oh, okay.
Right. See, that's what I was telling you about the gender roles. See, you got females already because they've been used to dictating how finances go. No, you want somebody special.
Give us a play-by-play how it's supposed to go.
Basically, has a man if we moving in together, first of all, I'm determining.
Thank you. Shit.
I'm determining
that.
And I'm gonna tell you, and I go back to what Scholar was saying.
I'm not in your world. You coming to my world.
I'm laying it down in the beginning. This is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And what you looking for? Okay, well, this is what I'm bringing. This is what I'm willing. So therefore, it go back to what we talked about when we discussed on whether or not is it okay for a man to think about himself when it comes to dating?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we got to think about ourselves first. We got to be selfish when it comes to us dating and courting, because we're deciding who we're going to sacrifice
because
for permanently.
Anytime you say she handle it, she take care of it,
I'm telling
you done gave up your position.
Now you done switched roles.
I don't care however you think about it, however nice it is, you don't never let your wife or your woman dictate the pace. She can consult with you, but she can't dictate the pace.
I know how much you make. You know how much I make, right? This is how we're gonna come to this, right?
Okay.
And that's gonna be.
This what we gonna build. This what we gonna establish.
And either she gonna fall in line or she.
She gonna fall in line. She there.
She ain't the one.
Listen, she helping you build, and you helping her build.
Okay.
I mean, how you help? Listen, if your female right, hey babe, you save, you protect our rainy day. That's your money for that. You make sure we got the food. I got this over here. This is a small task. See, if you know your role, you give her small jobs to do.
And she gotta donate to the sacrifices that we make too.
Man, not realizing that I'm still going to sacrifice. I'm not putting it all on you. I'm not putting it all on you. I'm just telling you how I'm gonna lay out this plan, this blueprint, and if you willing to follow it, we gonna go here. That's the problem with a lot nowadays. The woman is trying to they trying to set down a blueprint.
Well, could it be that maybe they lost faith?
So the question would be, why is it?
Now, sometimes they let us down a dark road.
So let me ask you
no.
this. So why is it that, and that was the question.
Right.
Are we too comfortable with role reversal? Because we talking about it like from a standpoint of being in the right role and sustaining the right role as a man. But why do we see that the role is being reversed so much in modern day society? Why?
I think it's new games and came on the PS5.
I would never deny that. You ain't never.
I'm not gonna blame the women. I'm not gonna
like
blame
some
the
of the
women.
women got older and started settling.
Ooh.
They started
I'm
developing
not
themselves.
I disagree with that. I believe
He said some. He didn't say all.
Right.
No, he disagree. He didn't say
no, but I'm just saying.
He gave two.
No, I'm gonna tell you
analogies,
the fact. The fact that we having this conversation is evident that the men ain't been taking the role.
That's
we shouldn't even have to talk about it if we was doing our job.
That's true.
Right? The fact that we having the conversation is because we ain't never took our role and we critiquing what they done did with it.
So you can't.
No,
say
we had the role at first.
When?
But then you can't wait.
Early 60s, 70s.
Okay,
to a certain extent.
We had it.
To a certain extent, it was more so evident than it is now.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. But I'm gonna say that, go back to what he said, and I'll say you can't disagree with him, because when he talking about this new PS5 games coming out, because you got men who are not putting not prioritizing right, and they not stepping up to the plate. So he talking about
what you're saying. He's saying some of the side effects.
Right.
I apologize, but my whole thing is, women run the majority of the households. It's just a fact.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But back in the day, they used to run the household far as the kids, the house,
well, they set the atmosphere.
the homemaker stuff.
The man runs.
The man came in. Let me see the mail.
One
mail came. He go to mail.
Wait. Which one you talking about, Brian? You talking about today or in the past?
I'm talking about in the past and today, in the healthy one. The woman may tend more to the things inside the house, setting the atmosphere inside the house. Far as like the decor, the cleaning, the cooking. Not saying that we don't do these things, but just be honest, man. We know women do that more. They take pride in that.
It's in the healthy one.
Women, they take
but
pride
he said,
in that.
yeah, that's
right.
what I'm saying.
Right.
You said the key word healthy.
Yeah,
healthy. And that's what I'm saying. They take pride in it. And when I say healthy, you got to realize that I'm talking about people that are together, because we're not just talking about single people.
Yeah,
the majority are
together,
single.
yeah.
So you're talking about people that's together. And the majority of the ones that are together, still together, they're surviving together, whether they got issues or not. I'm not talking about that. The majority, many of them, you got women. I'm not saying that you don't have some with men. Some men do more.
It's on the flip side.
It's some, but the majority of them, you have the women who take care more of the stuff on the inside. But like we was talking about, and Jeff was talking about with Siobhan, was about how, like, when it come to changing the tire, cutting the grass, doing stuff outside the home, that the man would play that role. And that's just evident. That's just what it is when it comes to the more nasty, you know what I'm saying, hands-on, dirty, heavy up. That's what the man do. So you know what I'm saying. So we take on those roles as men, and the women take on their roles, and that's not just back in the 60s. Even today, you will still see it nowadays. It's not something that we went away from.
So let me ask you guys a question, man. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in, man. Thinking Outside the Box is back in full effect. Grind.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe a man could be a stay-at-home dad and his wife works while he takes care of the kids?
Ask him, can he be?
Oh.
You can't say can anybody. We know anybody can be. So ask him, can he be?
We want to know what he can do.
Okay.
Could you?
This dude here, man. So I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, I hope you so.
I can't do it.
Oh, okay.
I can't do it.
All
That my drive won't allow me to do it. You know what I'm saying? My drive would not allow me to do it. I got to get up and go out and make something happen.
I think
You know
Reds
what I'm
got to the question early. Ain't nothing in that bag. I can't do it.
I can't do it.
You can't do it either?
But
I can't do it.
Okay.
Nah, we ain't in that.
You couldn't do it either.
Nah.
I'm
a moolah monster. I
what's
can't do that as a
interesting
career.
about
I
that
got too
is-
many dreams and aspirations.
No,
you know
and
what
I
I'm
get
saying?
that. I get that. So there's a situation, and this isn't the in the bag edition question. This is just the general question, right? A man who I know, him and his wife just had a baby. And, you know, for the majority of their relationship, he's been the provider. You know, she just got an offer for an outstanding position. I'm talking about making six figures, like great money. Like
Right.
damn near triple what he makes a year. And she told him, she was like, baby, we need to have a serious discussion. Our baby's a newborn. This job requires me to travel. Would you be open to staying at home and watching our newborn while I go make this money, you know? And he had to seriously think about it, but he did it. Now, do you think in his mind that's going to eat at him eventually? Or do you think he made the right decision?
I could do that though.
Okay.
How healthy?
Because that don't mean he can't still chase after things.
I could do that.
That don't mean he can't chase after things that he want.
And I'm not
You
in
know what I'm saying?
competition with her.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
I
he
can
still,
do that.
He still could take that. Matter of fact, that free him up.
No, because I'm watching my kid.
Man, exactly.
Yeah,
It ain't
yeah,
I'm
like-
not,
What's wrong with that?
I'm watching.
It sounds like it the way you
No.
looked over there.
But check this out. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying she a significant amount of money. You talking about 3 figures. It might be $250,000, 100-some thousand, 200, 300,000. You know what I'm saying? And if that's triple with what I make, you know what I mean? And this is an opportunity for you, you know what I'm saying? And you want to take this and it calls you to travel and I need to stay at home. That don't mean that I still don't have any time to chase after what I want. Now, would I be complacent in that? No, I personally could not be complacent in that. But I could, that could go forth. And I could still chase after some other things that'll free me up from working a 9 to 5.
Right.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
now, if it's healthy, cause that's, you know what I'm saying, like y'all words y'all use with relationships, healthy, like you lifting weights and shit. But listen, right?
Like they'd be more like eating better, though.
Right.
Yeah,
But if listen, I done seen some shit happen. I know you like movies and shit. So you remember the movie Temptations?
Yeah.
No, I ain't talking about the.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
know
They don't
exactly.
wanna
No,
see you
we
old as-
know the
I
one with
know what you're
Beyonce,
talking
right?
about,
No,
Okay.
Temptations.
Yeah.
I think it was Tyler Perry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So, she had got the new job and she's working and you know what I'm saying? She's making more money than them and all that. And like you said, I could do it once. Yes, I could do it once.
Not once. We said we could do that.
Oh, we could do that. Whatever.
But let me say
Hold
this.
on,
Okay.
before you do that.
You
Before you,
going
no,
into-
no.
you twisting the movie,
No,
though.
I'm not.
The movie wasn't about finances.
I know it wasn't. I know
Okay.
it was about temptation.
You know, it was more about sexual temptation. But it was more. But it was
Temptation.
more about she felt she. It wasn't the job.
I'm just
or the
taking
money.
that little piece out
Okay.
the movie.
Right.
But
'Cause
that's what we talking about, money, though.
She is
I was
traveling,
taking a
though.
little piece.
Go ahead.
She traveled.
Okay.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
And she looked nice.
And she looked nice.
Right.
So
Nice dress.
y'all girls are just got this big job and big raise, and she get to travel to certain you know what I'm saying countries.
She lost all the
Kid
baby.
free.
She
Yeah.
lost all the baby
You
weight.
agreed. You know what I'm saying? The first time, like okay,
Right.
yeah, we'll make that change. You know, I got the newborn.
Jogging shoes the whole
now
time when she
job
was with
say
you.
we need her to go to Paris to do
Right.
this and do that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you just seen the money that came in the dough from the
Right.
last trip,
Mhm.
right? You know what I'm saying?
With her male coworker.
With the male coworker, you know. What I'm saying is it can get dangerous when you agree the first time. Sometimes, like, and I ain't gonna stop your promotion, your life, your career. I'm not gonna stop that. But I ain't gotta agree with it. You see what I'm saying? No matter kid or not, I ain't gotta agree with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some females who had to go out of state, right, to work and took a job and had a family and said, you know what, I'm gonna take my kid and go because he don't want to comply. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like if you feel your career was more important than this kid, you know what I'm saying? Our family, that's something about your character. So I feel like if I don't agree with it, either we come to a compromise or she have to, you know what I'm saying, switch her gears.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but I think what I think you getting mixed up is not is you just one of those persons, which I believe I'm the same. If I see something that starts to get a little twisted, then I have to step back from it, and you have that
I
right.
look down the line.
You right down the line. If something starts to get, and that's when you don't lose your masculinity,
Yeah.
and that's why I say money don't define your masculinity or your role, and your role don't reverse because I'm able to take on this role. You know what I'm saying, and be at home with the kids and all this. But if it becomes detrimental to the health of our relationship,
right.
now we have to now we have to reevaluate.
Now
this thing.
I'm doing my daughter hair now
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Now, Brian, do you believe that our masculinity is constantly under attack?
Always,
Of course.
especially in this society.
Yeah.
Always.
So-
not in a relationship wise, more so in
life.
society.
No, but
it is a relationship. But I'm just saying,
relationship
more so.
inside, outside. So especially the black male masculinity is constantly under
Yep.
attack. This is why it's important that we set these safeguards
Yeah.
to protect ourselves. So that's what you saying.
Uh-huh.
Like, I understand, like, hey, babe, you finna go do that, but I could be putting myself in a jam.
Yeah, down the road. Because
Down the road.
I'm a type of guy.
good with French braids, but she off,
Especially as a man,
I play
take that role and have like a newborn. Because women, first of all, we shout out to them. We don't
with a newborn.
we don't
like,
give women enough credit for what they
boy,
do.
I love
You know,
mine.
women
No, I'm
women
just
they
saying.
do a lot when it comes to newborns, especially having them 24/7 or whatever like
They
that.
do a great job.
They do a great job. So for a man to take that role while she's traveling 4, 5, 6 months out of a year to Greece and Paris to, do the baby hair, wash him up, get him up in the morning at daycare, like to take on that role, I think is for, I ain't gonna say most men, I'll say for myself. For me, that may be a little hard in the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
So that I would agree with that too, because in most women who understand the importance of nurturing their child will say
the
so
child
too,
needs
they
her
would
more
take
than
that
me.
time.
Yeah.
They would take that time first of all to say,
Right.
okay, well let me tend to the child first, and then I'll get
Yeah.
back to this as far as a newborn go. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in agreement with that as well, because I like for all my children to be breastfed, not just pumped. You know what I'm
Right.
saying as well. You know what I'm saying? Breastfeed mine. You know what I'm saying? They come out
Yeah.
better. I just how I feel about it and more healthy.
Right.
And,
You
and,
know?
and let me tell you, what they do is hard, like with these kids, because I know when I used to come in, like, baby get in the bounce or the swing, one of them. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
That's you, man. I love man. But
Look,
your
no.
kids ain't no hindrance.
Listen,
man. Come on, man.
Baby crying as hell, he just doing the swing.
No, what I'm
Put
saying
on the
is,
cartoon or something.
Well,
Don't watch them cartoons and quit crying.
no, listen, man.
why I play with man, even when they,
No,
because
but
sometimes
at
when you
1
got
years
postpartum
old-
with women, you got postpartum with women where sometimes
Right.
you got to step up and you got to be the one. Now they may feed them or whatnot, but you got to be the one that's with them most. I've been through that before. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? With a couple of my kids before. You know what I'm saying?
The
So-
bottom line is we need women. I don't want their role.
No, I don't want
And
that,
they don't need to be filling in for mine.
Nah.
That's all I'm saying. I can't do their job.
Yeah, they are.
I need a woman. You know what I'm saying? I can't do what she do, right? And I don't want her entertaining what I'm supposed to do.
Let me be me. Let me do me and you do you.
But we
And
start-
together we gonna be unstoppable.
But we starting to see, a lot of men get more feminine and women get more masculine. We starting to see that, right? And sometimes in your circle, and you be like, Joe, how, but you ain't judging, but things going on around, and this what I feel. And I told you about this with fathers who ain't like step up to the plate, stuff like that. It's up to niggas who they around. The guys who they around don't call them out on they shit. Joe, they'll never know that they ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Joe, your shorty out here shooting up stores and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You around
Yeah.
here buying Tito's.
Yeah.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Like, Joe, go
Yeah.
grab him.
right.
But and that's why he's so emotional and running around wild, because he's being brought up around emotional people, women. Because the woman is taking on the role that the father's
Yeah.
supposed to be taking on.
Yeah.
And now they out here running around emotional. Every time they somebody take the girlfriend or say something about them or beat
Yeah.
them in the video game online
Yeah.
or do something, they get emotional,
They get emotional.
and they ain't man enough to stand up and check themselves, nor are they man enough to fight. They want to go kill something.
So
Because their emotions running wild. It's crazy. And they already violent. As a man in nature, we are violent. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't learn how to tame, it would tame that violence, and you become emotional like a woman, now you is dangerous. You're very dangerous.
Yeah.
And that's what we live in among society, and is a bunch of feminized boys just running around killing people for
And I
nothing.
blame, listen, we can be it can be a lot of real niggas, some players, we can all be, but if you
don't take care of your kid, you responsible
we
for them out
can't
here
be
cutting
cool
up.
like that, man. Like we can't Like, listen,
if
all
you're
my
not
guys,
raising your kids,
all my day
you're
ones.
responsible for them with this feminine behavior.
Yes,
We talking to
yes,
you.
yes.
All the ones that just show up at graduation. We
Man.
talking to you.
So it's interesting we talking about that. Before we switch gears, we're gonna stick on this topic of gender roles and masculinity and things like that, right? Because I want to ask the thinkers something that kind of caught my attention. I think Grind has seen a little bit, but I want to ask you guys before we switch gears, all right? There was a young lady that posted something that got my attention immediately, right? I'm going to read it, and I'm going to allow the thinkers to give their input before we switch gears, okay? You guys listening? This isn't what's in the bag
Okay,
edition,
we
because I
did
definitely
good.
have something for that too. All right? Just listen to this. One of the young ladies said, she posted, if we not married, why would I give a child I carried for 9 months your last name? Why? How? Why would I do that? And another young lady responded to that by saying, if we're not married, it's my child. And I don't have to give my child that I carried for 9 months the last name of a man who ain't my husband. He's just a father, and there's no ties to him. Even if we're married, I do not need to give my kids my husband's last name. It's 2021. So, with that same energy, right, asking the thinkers, do you think that those two young ladies in particular, who I just read statements from, do you think they have a problem, or not a problem, a different view on gender roles or what's supposed to happen when it comes to a child?
1,000%.
Okay.
Now, are the children? Is it the man's child? Like, say, for
It's his
example,
child, yeah.
Is it, and he don't have his last name.
You ain't catch it. Read it for
Right,
him
I'm
again,
just
please.
wait.
Man. See, like I said, I'm kind of in tune with it because
Right.
I had to get on there.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I thought he was
Read it
talking about
again.
somebody else's
Yeah.
kid.
No, listen to him
No,
again.
it was a
Read
lot
it again.
of women, not just these two women. A lot of women kind of
Right.
co-signed what they were saying. They like
Right,
understand
right.
what they're saying. I'm gonna read the last young lady, what she said in particular. She said, "If we are not married, it's my child." This is her saying, "It's my child,
Right.
and I don't have to give my child that I carried for 9 months the last name of a man who ain't my husband. He's just the father, and there's no long ties to him. Even if we're married, I do not need to give my child my husband's last name. It's 2021. So
Moolah probably better.
I
at
see
that
the
than
look on his
He
face.
better at that.
What do you think about that, bro? Do you think that she has a point somewhat, or you don't?
Listen, I just can't stand a woman and her demands. Like, and then I can't stand when a woman try to be so different that she go left field. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the way we do it. We light incense around here. We do the sage. Like, Joe, move around. But Joe, like, first of all,
She wrong.
of course she wrong. But you carrying the baby for 9 months. You definitely correct.
She participated.
But guess what? He been in my scrotums all my life.
All up in his scrotums.
Hey, I was telling my kids that.
They've been in his
This is
scrotums.
thinking outside the box, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm like, you was in here
Come on,
first.
man.
Hey,
Wow.
look, point blank, the male need to nip that in the dough.
Yeah.
Get back his identity. If you produced it and you're gonna be responsible, it ain't about what she think this if we gonna vote and all this Black Lives Matter, that's your son, you give it your name, period. Now look, she could catch up later. Give her some books or some material to read. Maybe we can help her, but it ain't her fault. Shout out to the young lady that's confused right now. If it was 1 or 2 or 3, it's your daddy's fault. It's not your boyfriend's fault. That's your father's fault. But as for me and my house, they're going to carry my name.
Come on
That's
now.
it. Blame your daddy. Tell your daddy about 2021. But if it's one of my seeds, he going to get it in accordance. Period. Now I'm going to let Grind take care of it.
Ducking no
That's why
smoke.
we have boys.
Hey,
Yeah.
I sympathize with her though, because like you said, it ain't his fault. It's the father's fault. You know what I'm saying? And somewhat of the mother's fault as well, because that's a role reversal right there in itself, where you have canceled me out the equation, and that's part of the problem. Go back to what Turbo was saying about the man being the man's fault. Oh, that was Scholar said
Yeah.
that being the man's fault. Pardon me. because dealing with a woman, not, you know what I'm saying, not establishing your dominance in the beginning. And when I say dominance, not your dominance over her, but your dominance as a man. That I'm a man, or your alpha as a man. Like, I'm a man who gonna take care, man. And unfortunately, we should marry first, but we had kids out of wedlock. I had kids out of wedlock too. But that still ain't take away from me saying that child gonna have my last name to carry on my legacy as a man. And for him to even for somebody to deal with a woman and allow that to take place, they have to question themselves. You know what I'm saying? Why am I giving myself to women who have this type of mentality?
Mindset,
it is mindset.
And
that's because she the one who probably, you just look at it like you finna bury your bone. She the one that really chose you, though. You know what I'm saying? And chose how everything was gonna work its way out. And that's our problem.
And she's saying how she respect you as a man.
But yeah, she don't.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
she's saying I really you did me this service, period. But there's no respect there. You get what I'm saying?
And that's why I always say, Reg, because you want to know, right?
and you're the one that believe that racism is the real.
Right, listen. So you want to know, right? So I tell them, before you start having babies and being in these long relationships with these women, go see how their mama is. Talk to their mama. See is the wickedness around. Matter of fact,
get to know the family.
Just check how she look.
Right.
Because that's how your girl gonna look in a few years.
Oh.
Right.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Well, I definitely gonna say it might be other things. It might be other things because some mama might be a heavy drinker or something.
Right.
Yeah. But you gonna see the features.
But I would say get to know the family, because you get to know how the family act and how she act around her family. You do get a preview of what you got in a woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You do get a preview.
And most women, even males, like subconsciously, your son is gonna pick up some of your behavior.
Yeah.
It may be a personality, you don't see it. So the women are picking up behavior from their mothers and not even knowing. So, run by there one day, and if you see her mom over there with that dust on,
in
the
Parker,
man, they going deep.
Can I help you out with those
I ain't gonna say that.
bags?
So all of them make the same with their mamas.
I mean, okay, I'll give before we switch gears and let Grind do his thing, I'll give my small little piece on it, right?
Y'all crazy.
I mean, any child of mine, man, is gonna have my last name. That's just how I feel. I'm gonna take care of mine, even if I know I met her at the club and I just hit it.
But you gonna strong arm her?
I'm a,
like if she don't want you, your name. Well,
I'm not gonna put it in her hands to decide that. Like that's my
shout out to the
okay.
Shout
but
out to
I will
the
be
okay,
I will be a small devil's advocate because I don't have my father's last name, and I know it's because my mom knew that he wasn't going to be in my life, which he never was.
Spite in there,
he never.
Right.
I'm not. I can't even tell you how he looked.
And it is possible. Right.
What if a person didn't know? It happens.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Come on, we live in a society.
But she sounds like she knows.
Right. She knows him, and he knows. So that's the difference.
So you just got to be careful when you make decisions like that. Of course, we grown, but think of the long-term effect of having sex, especially unprotected. It could be next 21 years of damn, when I do this, when I do that, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But let's switch gears. Grind, it's about that time.
Yes, indeed, man. It's about that time for shout out to the plug. Shout out to the plug. Man, today I got a couple special shout outs I want to give to the plug, man. I want y'all to go, if y'all get a chance, man, y'all get in tune with Jamila Thomas, man. Jamila Thomas on Facebook.
Okay.
You look up for Community Support Alliance, man. She a non-for-profit, man, doing great things in the community and around the community, man. If you're looking for grants, somebody who's seasoned and give me professionalism when it comes to writing grants, man, y'all reach out to Miss Jamila Thomas.
Nice.
That's JamilaThomas on Facebook. Y'all reach out to her and get in tune with her. She got an event coming up on November 14th, and it's going to be a great event. You know what I'm saying? Get in tune, check out on Facebook. Also, I want you to check out Tammy K. That's Tammy Kursky on Facebook for Egg Rolling with Tammy K, man.
Nice.
She got some fire egg rolls.
Okay.
She got some fire egg rolls. She usually serving around the the west suburbs, Chicagoland area, man. Follow Tammy K, Tammy Kursky, that's KIRSKY, Kursky, Tammy TAMMY on Facebook. Also, man, as always, man, we always gonna plug the real. You know what I'm saying? You got Moolah Monster.
Yes,
You know what I'm
Monster
saying?
Apparel.
Get in tune with the collection. Y'all know where to find them at. Man, you got Reggie moving forward in the Nas Society
Shout out to Nas
podcast with my
Society,
brother
Lord.
over here. And man, make sure y'all get in tune with Holy Grind, man. Got the new album dropping next month on the 10th, and it's called SRT, Sin, Repent, and Travail. New album by Holy Grind, man. Make sure you get in tune, check it out. Stay in tune with what we doing, man. Great things, man. Shout out to the plug.
Shout out to the plug.
Shout out to the plug, man. Okay, guys. So y'all know what we do before we sign off, man. We gotta see what's in that bag. If you're new to the show for whatever reason, we do a segment called What's in That Bag, right? What's in That Bag is a segment where we bring to the table of thinkers a situation. And if it's something in that bag, they talk about it. They give advice. They try to give some type of clarity on what the person should do. And if there's nothing in that bag, they ain't got nothing to say about it. They're just gonna pass the mic and leave it alone, right? Season 1, I normally did What's in That Bag off certain situations. But season 2, we're letting you guys decide what's in that bag for you. So that means send me a letter or a message or anything that you're going through that you want the thinkers to help you with, right? I think we have a great one today. You guys ready?
Ready, ready.
All right. So this message is from Dante from the west side of Chicago. He said, "What's up, fellas? This is Dante. So dig the situation and give me y'all opinion. So I recently met this chick at the club about 3 months ago, and man, she super bad. You hear me? He made sure we understand that she's super bad. She's super bad. You hear me? Okay. He said we talk a lot and we kicked it a lot for the last couple months, which she always insists on paying for everything, no matter what. She always pays for everything, but I let it slide because we caught a nice vibe. Cool. I met some of her friends. She met some of mine. She met my son and she loves my son. Cool, okay. So we definitely been digging each other. The other day she came to pick me up to take me out in a new Audi truck. I didn't think nothing of it until the same night she dropped the purse outside the car and a huge stack of money fell out. She had a bag, y'all. He wanted us to understand she had a bag. She had a bag. So I finally asked her, I said, "Yo, what's to you, little ma? Keep it a buck. What the hell are you doing for a living that your bag's so heavy?" After back and forth, slight arguing, she admitted to me that she's into many small, undisclosed transactions across the country that she could not speak about. All right. Then, as we kept talking, she dropped the bomb on me and told me she did a small bid in prison for cracking cards a couple years ago, but she claims she was young and she don't move that sloppy anymore. Now, I'm no saint either, guys. I did crazy stuff when I was young too, but I really dig this chick. But the way she moves is real skeptical. Do y'all think I'm tripping and I should keep rocking with her? Or do y'all think I should run like the black dude in the movie Get Out? Love, fellas, love the show. Give me y'all advice. All right, Dante, there's a lot in that. There's a lot in there, man, first of all. But before I go, let the thinkers go, man. Let's help him out, man. What should he do, man? Should he keep rocking with her or should he get up out of there?
Which one of y'all civil rights movement?
Here you go.
I want to hear Grind first.
There you go.
What you think about this one, man? Well, let's help the brother out.
Okay, so you want to know what I think about it? Well, I'm gonna say this. Me personally, man, she got to go.
Oh, okay.
I gotta let her go.
This the old you or the new you?
I'm
both.
a keeper.
This especially the old me.
For real?
Yep, and I'm gonna tell you why the old me.
All
And when I
right.
tell you, you're gonna agree with me.
Okay.
He said a key thing in there that she said, I got caught doing this before, but I'm not as sloppy right now.
She did say that.
So that means that she doing something. She doing something that could possibly get you killed or locked up. See, those are the key things that we got to pay attention
And that's the
to.
worstest, right? That's the worstest.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
But when you say that, but what make it so bad is that it's possible is because he said the bag is heavy, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, when you tell me she got a bag like this heavy, and she said across the country, this ain't no nickel and dime.
Right.
No small.
You know what I'm
stuff.
saying? This connect stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you could put me in a position that I could lose my life if you do something, and just because I'm associated with you on this level, you know what I'm saying? You put me at high risk.
You can lose your life and she could change your life.
That's yeah.
Shout out to the chain.
That's true too. But because of what she said, when you tell me I'm not as sloppy, man, it's like that right there. I would have rather just known like I ain't doing it no more.
But when we gonna start taking risks around here?
That's what I'm talking about. Because like he said some key words. He said she a dime, right?
He said he want us. I'm telling you, he wants to know that she was
hold
so
on,
bad.
wait, hold on a second. Let the church say it, man. Niggas already taking penitentiary chances for 6s and 7s.
Oh.
And PPP.
Right, and PPPs, you know. I'm gonna hang on to her. I'm just gonna make sure she parked down the street, you know, put this hood on, come through the, you know, I'm gonna get me some contingency set up around this motherfucker. But I'm gonna be keeping it regal with her. First of all, I'll keep on the leash. He didn't say that was one of his main chicks. He didn't say that was on his team. He just said he digged her.
No,
right?
he said she been around family. She met my son, and I'm feeling her. This is serious.
Right.
He done brought her around family.
I don't think nothing in that bag for you.
You don't think so?
Because she a scammer, B. You'll be looking at your wallet every fucking
Bro.
Like for real, that's a different world too.
But I'm still growing though.
Yeah.
Right? Dante,
shout out to your growing.
Book you a counsel after this call. I can't really answer that question for you right now, but I'm really leaning on the fence, and I need help too. So I'm gonna say right now,
you on the fence.
I'm on the fence.
Okay. Moolah, what you got?
Oh shit. Old me. That's why I was asking this.
Right, I feel you.
Old me, I'm down because, like, I'm learning. Y'all understand? Before black people started doing scamming, white people was calling it blue collar crime.
I ain't forget.
Like, don't let it. You know what I'm saying? We just figured this shit out in the ninth inning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? So I don't judge her what she do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If she going across the country getting edibles or some shit, I ain't gonna judge her. Shit, that's what you do, right? It ain't gonna come between us. Cause the first thing about it is I'm continuing my life still. You know what I'm saying? See, when she started paying for shit, when she was saying when she started paying for shit, he started taking it. Now he just gonna be the ride.
But you say he coming around your family though. Ain't that what the key was?
Listen, I have no problem with her scamming.
But this is my question for you.
Your ex-teacher was doing blue collar crime back in the 80s.
But that's not what we talking about though. And my question to you is, but this is what I'm saying. What happens? Because this bag is heavy. I'm going off of his word. Heavy bag. And she going in and out the country.
Yeah, she changing my life.
Doing this right. And what happens if the feds draw down on you with guns? Who gonna get shot first?
The feds came and hollered at me before, right?
I'm asking you a question.
He done been in this situation
I done been in this
before.
He's been in a situation before, but I'm just saying, what happens when you with her and they draw down with guns and you don't know what's going on? If somebody get killed, who gonna get killed first, you or her?
Her.
Okay.
Well, Grind, how you
know why?
But Grind, if she a 10, how you gonna tell her to leave?
First of all,
I ain't telling him. I'm just saying he just asked my opinion. That's it.
Right.
I'm just giving my opinion.
I just told you the old me is always going to understand that the risk is there, of course. We always got to understand the consequence to everything.
We ain't dealing with the old you then. Just deal with the right now. This man needs this now, today.
Yeah, what would the Moolah Monster do?
What would you do
let me
today?
give him today. All right, today. What I would do is, I'm not going to judge on a scam.
I'm not judging him.
I'm not going to judge on a scam. Hold on. We don't need no. We're going to throw our hands up for touchdown, right? It depends on. We got to talk first of all. Hold on. You can't. You
He see that bag.
You're not finna
see that bag.
No, I'm not
That's all
listening to
he
the
looking
bag.
at that bag.
No, because I love
controversy.
No, bad. Like he said, she bad. See, like y'all understand when a person see a female and she's bad.
But danger.
I don't know. Listen, we talking about cards. Y'all talking about getting shot up. There's people out here getting shot up, carjacking. We talking about little ass cards.
But you the same man.
The worst thing that can happen is she go to jail. And guess what?
No, you could go to jail too.
Why?
What's the accomplishment?
Like I said, I've been in this position before. I didn't have feds come to my door. So we know you, we know what you do, we know, goddamn it, but we ain't looking for you. But I'm associated with somebody. He said, they know what they coming for.
But I'm just saying,
So,
but
listen.
this is a woman. This ain't no another dude, though. But now you putting, so why would you even put yourself at the sake of losing everything?
That was a woman on that other situation.
Okay, but I'm saying, but she the one that got the bag, though.
Okay, but I'm not saying, listen, the worst thing can happen. I know, Grand, you thinking about stab
There's something in that bag.
I know you thinking
Not just
about
stab wounds.
old prison days,
Not
but
just about
listen,
that, man.
I am, the worst thing that can happen is she get removed from the community.
Anything.
That's the worst thing that can happen.
What if they kidnap you and hold you ransom?
We talking about credit
Not
cards.
even kidnapping. She didn't say she's scamming.
Name the first credit card scammer been kidnapped.
Not even kidnapped, but it's who she dealing with that can get her kidnapped though. You never know. It could be somebody who she scammed.
They can get her kidnapped.
And get her kidnapped.
Obviously, he's scared.
But what I'm saying, it is something. What I'm saying is, you talking about establishing. He's talking about going further with this woman. He's really feeling her. I'm introducing her to family. She's met my child. I met her friends. He's talking about building something with her.
Don't be throwing applications at a
There's something in that bag. He said there's something in that bag.
Can you afford? That's what I'm saying. Can you afford?
Just say something in that bag.
Can you afford to deal with her at this stage in your life, moving forward in life? Because anything you establish with her may be snatched away at any given moment.
I understand that part. What if she was, is it different that she moving big shit and instead of the little shit? Like you'll be able to deal with it, she was moving the little shit, right? But since she dealing with big shit, the risk is very big now. Life is a risk when you jump out that motherfucking porch.
So basically, you would do it. That's all.
It's something in that bag.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't
Just
judge
tell a man.
It's something in that bag.
Tell a man what you would do.
It's something in that bag.
I would be down with it. Right.
Now, when you say this and you say because
guess what? A female that came in my life where I had to sell drugs and she wasn't doing none of those crimes. But she came into my life and risked her life and her kids. So don't say it don't happen.
But you a man though. But this another thing. You said this. You the same person. You said because it's a dime, it makes it different because she.
No, that's just some things.
But it was a previous show where you said, man,
like
you don't care how bad she was, if the attitude nasty, it turn you straight off.
It would.
So therefore, it's other factors outside of the fact that she a 10.
But her money ain't gonna turn me off.
Here you go.
So look, man.
Money ain't never turned the motherfucker off.
Like I said, you after that bag.
I'm gonna chase my own bag, but at the end, I'm a moolah monster.
Their name says itself.
Yeah.
So before we sign off, give my little small spiel. Dante, thank you, man,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for writing that, bro. But who are we to tell a person who they fall in love with? You know, who are we to tell a person who to fall for, especially if they met your kids? You know, all I would say, brother, is please be careful.
Camille felt love with goddamn it a Molly popper drinker. You know what I'm saying? Dropping Mollies in people's drinks. So we
Man, stop it, man.
Just be careful, bro. That's all I can say. However you want to move, talk to your lady, and just really think about it because your heart can make a decision that the next 20 years of your life will pay for.
Right.
So just think about it, bro.
No risk, no reward.
So with that, man, let's get on up out of here. This crazy episode was off the charts as usual. Brian, tell the people where they can find you, man.
Man, check me out at Holy Grind on Instagram or at HolyGrind_520 on Facebook, as well as at TOTB the Dopest on Facebook, man.
Yeah, it is. Moolah.
Yeah, check me out on Instagram, Moolah Monster Collections. Facebook, Moolah Monster Collections.
There it goes, Scholar.
Check me out, Black_Scholar, IG.
There it is. And of course, I'm Reggie Moving Forward. You can find me at the NASSOCIETY on Instagram or Reggie Moving Forward on Facebook, man. We love y'all. Until the next episode, we are
Thinking outside the box.
See, things have come to head, time out for scared. You scared, reroute today and follow us down Courage Lane. They cages in, break down the gates. We want all the smoke, like we chiefin' on a pound a day, but not talking intoxicating rage. Not this is far more tragic than was comprehended. This has got to stop. I don't understand everything as a man. I'm authorized by God to make this petition. Believe it, especially